Hey guys, it's me, Eddie. You know that because you're on my channel. Um, today I'm gonna tell you some funny stories that have happened to me in the past, and yeah, some of them actually are pretty funny. But heads up, Dylan, you know him from my other videos. He won't be on here much, if at all, anymore because his mom and sister don't want him to be. Um, yeah, so, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna kick it off with this one. Okay, so one time I was going down to the beach, I think it was like last summer, with my dad and my two friends, Tommy and Tanner. They're brothers. So we were going down and, we stopped to get a no, we were going down to the beach. We live in Pennsylvania. We were going down, New Jersey, because my aunt has a beach house. And so we were riding along, and we saw a farmer's market. We stopped there, got corn, watermelon, and some fruits and stuff. And so, Tommy was carrying the watermelon. Nothing went wrong then. Damn it. Okay, so, we kept driving. We got to the house. We took the stuff in, and, Tommy grabbed the watermelon. I got it. Well, I was taking, like, corn, I think. He took like 3 steps. And I'm just gonna say this, Tommy, you're a real chubby. Hold up. But not that bad. He took like 5 steps and literally dropped the watermelon. Split it in half. It was hilarious. My dad was like, Tommy, you're bounding us another watermelon. Tommy's like, okay. He was so scared. He looked really scared. My dad's like, I cannot believe. No, my dad was like, did you really just do that? It was so funny. And he didn't actually make him end up buying one, but it was really funny. And then that time later, and then like a day later, that time at the beach, the power shut off while we were at the beach. And so we came home to the beach house. No power, the ACs weren't working, the fridge was not working, and my dad just bought a good, like, $70 worth of meat. And so I was like, okay. He called my aunt, the owner of the beach house. She didn't know what to do. It's some crappy wiring, I think. Um, let's see. Yeah, he called my aunt, and was like, sitting there. My dad ended up sitting on the back step as me, Tommy, and Tanner went up to the boardwalk to use a coupon we got for a free game of mini golf because Tanner won it, being because we were goofing off the day before. It sucked so much because we were supposed to be there for another like 2 days, and the power shut off. My dad just got so pissed, and we went home. He just threw out the meat because he tried to buy a cooler, and it cost more than the meat cost. It was like one of the small coolers. You take like 2 water bottles in and 2 soda cans in. One of those cost like $40. He only paid $30 from the meat. My bad. I was thinking of the combined cost. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna tell a couple more stories. Let me think. Uh, let's see. Oh yeah. No, my back hurts today because I think that's from playing football or something. I cannot think of any more. So, guess this is it. So yeah, you won't be seeing much of Dylan anymore. Let me know what you think of the stories, because I think they were decently funny. You might have had to be there for them, but I liked it. Oh, I'm gonna tell you a near-death experience I had. Okay, hold up, give me a sec. Okay. Well, one time I was hiking in the woods with my dad and our friend Steve. So we were hiking. It was in the winter and some shit was icy. And so we came to a gap in the rocks where we wanted to cross, where we didn't have to cross, but it was we wanted to cross that area and there's nowhere for us to really cross. The rocks were the best place. Let's see, the edges of the rocks were icy. So me being the smart kid, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and chip away some of the ice so it'll be easier and I don't slip. Well, I was chipping away the ice. Well, that went fine. I got a little bit off. So I put the stick down and Steve jumped. And then I went to jump. I stepped on the, oh yeah, below there was water rushing and the rocks were like 2 feet apart from each other, so it's pretty deadly. And then it rolled into a big, like, not a big, but a smallish, a rather small, like, reservoir kind of thing. And so I went to jump. I put my foot on the ice by accident. I slipped, fell right into the water. It felt like I was under there for like hours, days. I'm like, just sitting there with my eyes wide open. I'm thinking, holy shit, what just happened? And I come to the surface. I see my dad on the ground right away. I was only down there for like a second or two. My dad's on the ground right away, reaching for my hand. He grabs my hand and pulls me up. And I weighed like 100 pounds then. My dad's really strong. And so he just pulled me up with one hand, pulled me onto the rocks, got me dry. Oh, because all my clothes were soaking wet, so I had to use like Steve's and his clothes. Yeah, and like the second I fell in, my dad had dropped to the ground. It was like really cool. My dad's awesome. And then so we just walked back to the car. I didn't complain much because I was still like in the complete freak out mode. I'm like, oh my god, what just happened? I almost died. Because I almost banged my head on a rock or something that could have killed me. So we were walking back to the car, and then eventually, when we did get back to the car and then drove back to Steve's house, he gave me some of, I think it was like his sweats or something to put on because all my clothes were soaking wet. And so, yeah, I almost died then. My mom freaked out when she heard. Yeah, I almost died. That was a pretty scary time. Well, I'm out of stories for today. So, tell me what you think of the stories in the comments. And then, question of the day will be, what would be your, well, if you could live in any city in the world, which city would you choose? And if you feel like it, why? If you answer it and you feel like answering why, answer why, please, because I guess I would. Because I would like to live in, so I don't know, I have to think about that. I think maybe Paris, because I know French, and it's awesome. But I don't know. But whatever, so, peace out, guys. Oh yeah, and you won't see much of Dylan anymore. I already told you this, but just telling you again, so you don't forget. And like, where is Dylan? And I don't have to be like, I told you he wasn't coming. Okay, so, bye. Now I'm done. Later, world. Peace.